That's what I'm doing.
Yeah.
Sanibonani Mpumalanga. Hello beautiful people, welcome back to my YouTube channel. Today we'll be having a Zoom meeting with the one and only Mr. Skywalk Innovations himself, Tiwana, and he'll be taking us through his journey on how he was skateboarding to Forbes List. Yeah, for real, he was skateboarding to Forbes List. So yeah, stay tuned so that you can find out how. I can hear you. Finally.
Can you hear me?
I can hear you now, crystal clear. How are you?
How are you?
Me, I'm good. I'm good.
Not too bad. Where are you?
I'm in my office at home.
Okay.
The background is not so bad, eh?
My background.
Your background.
I wish I can have the ocean behind my back.
The next thing they'll say we photoshopped the whole thing.
It's fine. I can hear you. So let's go for it.
All right, cool. Preferably I do it.
Thank you.
I do it face to face, but then since the COVID and where you are and where I am, so yeah, we'll just have the Zoom.
Yeah.
So I did my research on Skywalk Innovations because I came across it on LinkedIn, across your profile, and then I went to it and then I got inspired when I read where you guys started.
Cool. So what I can do, sorry, was just a call coming on my phone.
All right, cool.
So what I can do, I can just do a quick introduction, right?
Yeah, introduction, and then we take it from there.
Cool. So I don't know where to start, but then I'm from Mpumalanga, deep down in the rural areas of Mpumalanga, the border of Swaziland and Mozambique. And then in 2010, I left for varsity at Cape Peninsula University of Technology, and I studied software development in IT. After I finished school, I worked for another company, UK-based company. I did mobile apps development for like 5 months. So the only work experience that I have is just 5 months.
Wow.
That's the only experience that I have. After that, I said, look, no, it's fine. I wasn't happy about a whole lot of stuff, the processes and stuff. I said, look, I want to start my own business where I can have the best company culture. And I wanted to democratize technology, meaning that I wanted to make technology to be available to a small business, whether it's a car wash or whether it's a beauty spa salon or whatever the case might be, right?
Sure.
So I said, cool, that's what we wanted to do initially. And then we're going to use our experience, our expertise to build and use open source technologies to build those kind of solutions for the smaller businesses. So that was our initial goal when we started off. But then smaller businesses usually don't have the budget, right?
For sure.
And then Skype, which is at the time, was getting a little bit of traction in the market in the Western Cape, in Cape Town. I said, okay, cool, now it's fine. We needed to hire someone, and then we needed to grow the business to a point where it is now. So that's where we started off. But then I want to speak more about the adversity element of our experience on the journey, right?
Yes.
So when I started off, we got some few clients. We got the university that we started at. We got a project there, and then we got some little bit of projects. In the Western Cape, right? Medium size. Before we did government tenders, right? But then in 2015, that's what I want to dwell so much on. In 2015, business got so bad, really bad.
Okay, okay. Sorry to stop you. Before you get to 2015,
Sure.
I wanted to start from like 2013, because according to my research, I believe you started the organization in 2013, and then
That's correct.
yes, and then you won a pitch competition the following year for incubation and office space.
That's correct. Yeah.
Yeah, so I wanted to know, before we get to 2015, how was that for you, having started in 2013 and then winning a competition of incubation? How was that for you guys?
Okay, cool. So in 2013, that's when the business was ready,
Uh-huh.
right? We were trying to do the business, but then I was still at school, and then in 2014, that's when I started a new job in March 2014.
Okay.
Right? So I did school full time, I did work full time, and we did Skywalk part time.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, myself and my business partner Peron. That's what we've experienced at the time. And then we said, okay, cool, look, we want to do this thing, and let us go for it. At the time, I didn't have a car, I didn't have any expenses that requires anything, right? I said, okay, cool, look, this is what we want to do. Let us go and try it. If it works, praise God. If it doesn't, then we want to go find a job because we've already qualified at the time, right? So that was then when we did pitch to that telecom thing that you figured out, or that you found out. That is when we got accepted, and then we did that.
Mm-hmm. Okay, that's pretty dope. That's pretty dope. But I saw that you wanted to say something about 2015. So yeah, you can just continue there.
2015, yo, dude. 2015 was the worst year of my life.
Real talk.
But it was the worst year of my life. The first 6 months was great because we had some clients, we were getting some little bit of money there and there. At some point, we charged the best money that you once got was like 20,000 rand a client that we charged.
Sure.
So happy about that. We're like, yo, 20,000 rand for a client.
That was 2015 still.
So happy about that. That was 2015.
Okay, the beginning.
But yeah, but then from July to December, before Christmas Day, we didn't get any client.
Sure. The whole 6 months.
Didn't get any client at all. We didn't get any client at all, and by then I was living in a flat. I was full time doing Skywalk Innovations. I dropped out at school on my 4th year. And we're like, okay, cool, let's do this thing. And then now things are falling off. I sold my laptop, I sold my tablet, I sold everything that I can potentially find to sell.
Sure.
It was a time where we had bread and peanut butter for breakfast, lunch, and dinner, straight out.
Mm-hmm. Yes.
Not just Monday only, like Monday to Monday.
Not even
that was it.
Not even the 7 colors on a Sunday.
No, jeez, I couldn't afford shit. I couldn't afford anything. But then in Cape Town, the beauty about Cape Town was that there were events that were happening, right? There was a tech ecosystem that was happening around. So I knew that there were events. At least in a week, you'll attend about 3 events.
Okay.
Right? And I knew events that had snacks. I would attend events knowing that I eat on this event on Monday. Then there's another event on Wednesday where I'm going to get food.
For sure.
Then there's another event on Friday or Saturday.
What?
I promise you. So
that's hectic.
And that was it. And there was a time where I had to attend events, I had to attend meetings. I had to learn how to skateboard.
Really?
Right? I don't know how. I think somebody had a skateboard that they were not using. I said, okay, cool, can you please borrow me the skateboard? I want to try to learn how to skate, right? I to learn how to skate purely because that was the only source of transport that I could use. That was cheaper. In fact, that was free.
It was free.
Right? So I would skate for 5 kilometers plus just to attend a meeting. And when I get there, I'll be sweating. I need to relax a bit. And I had to bring my skateboard along because I don't want it to be stalled. But yeah, that was the case. Sometimes I'll catch on a train, get to my destination, but then I'll still have to skate for like an hour to my meeting because I couldn't afford a taxi for 6 rand.
It allows the 6 rand.
It allows the 6 rand. I couldn't afford a taxi, right, to get to where I want to go. So skateboard was my means of transport as well as a train. Food was not a privilege. So some of our friends, I mean, the challenge that we were facing was that some of our friends, they got jobs, they bought cars, you know, they're living in nice flats or nice apartments. So you had to compromise doing that because you qualified with them to pursue business.
Sure.
So yeah, that was what we faced. So just to summarize 2015, so my aunt said was gonna pay rent for me. I think she paid about 2 months. In December, they said, dude, by the end of December, we're gonna send you money just to come back home because you can't be doing this thing anymore. It's either you find a job or you come back home.
Once.
First week of December, no job, no income. Second week of December, nothing. The 16th of December came in, no income, nothing. I think on the 16th of December or the 25th, I had about 7 rand on my pocket or 9 rand or somewhere, I can't remember, right? And then somebody posted something on Facebook and said, hey, I'm looking for app developers to build something. I said, okay, cool, look, I'm interested. I responded to the post. That is when I went to those guys and then we met up with them for the first time. We met up with them for the second time. On the 25th of December, they paid a deposit. That was 17,100 rand. We were so happy.
I can imagine.
We were happy. That was a turnaround time for my life and for my business as well.
I see.
Up until now.
Yes, that's great. That's a great turnover, from 9 rand to 18k. Yeah. That's a great turnover. So I guess then it leads on to 2016, because while I was doing my research, I stumbled upon December 2016, where you landed a US contract with Paint Your Data or Data.
Yeah.
So I wanted you to take. I wanted you to take us through before getting the contract, leading to the day of getting the contract.
Before I got a client in the US, right? Excuse me, I got a client in Australia, right? So what had happened was that on the whole of 2015, I've been pitching to this other business in the Western Cape, in Cape Town.
Yeah.
Right? So when I pitched to the guy, he was like, dude, you're still young. I think I was 24 at the time. I was like, dude, you're still young. Your business was a year old. You don't have any experience. You don't have anything to prove or something, right? And then he said, okay, cool. He saw my experience. He saw my commitment. He saw everything. And then each time I get a client, I'll come to tell him, hey, dude, I got this client, this is what we're doing for them. And as time went by, it ended up being my mentor. So I said, okay, cool, this is where I am with my business, so I'm going to move on, right? Then 2016, he said, look, dude, there are guys that I do know, they work with some clients in Australia. Yeah. Right. I want to introduce you to him. His name was Jono. He introduced me to him via email, and Jono introduced me to somebody else called Vanna. And then I took a train Then I took my skateboard and I went to meet up with him.
Yeah.
And he said, okay, cool, guys. We are looking to put in a branch of developers in the Western Cape. We want to hire 17 developers. We already booked up a whole space. He said, look, we're not looking for jobs, but we can offer our services to you guys, right? And then they said on March, one of the guys that was heading business development in Australia, right, came down, and then he offered us an opportunity.
This is March 2016.
Want to give you a contract. 2016 March.
Yeah.
Right. He offered us a contract for 2 months to deliver some mobile apps development. A month later, they were so happy with us. Then we finished at 2 months, and then they gave us a 6 months contract, and then they gave us a year contract.
Yes.
And then we've done that work, that client in Australia for like 2.5 years, or almost 3 years. But then the guy that was heading the business development in Australia moved to the US to become a CEO of 2 companies that side. That's how we got a client, Avenger Data.
Oh, I see.
To do the work.
And then you bagged the contract.
That was, Then from then, that's when we got credibility of, that's when Skywalk Innovations got credibility to say, okay, cool. You're doing work in Australia, doing work in the US, so therefore, you guys, you're up to something.
For sure.
That's how our business grew.
Oh, that's pretty dope. I'm inspired by the pusher, and from that skateboard story, I still can't get that out of my head. And then I understand. I understand. June 2019, you made it to Africa Forbes 30 under 30.
Africa 30 under 30. That was also another milestone.
Yeah,
because
for sure.
Look, I think you can see my background. You come from the deep rural areas.
Yeah, for sure.
Right? You have nothing. You go to Cape Town and study. You don't get any funding. You don't get any support. You didn't have any uncles or my dad or anyone that had money that supported me financially. And then you start a business. Right? You take the risk to start a business. You go through a whole lot of challenges and struggle to the point where Forbes is a big thing.
Yeah.
It's
a huge thing, yeah.
Okay. So the thing about Forbes was that Forbes Africa was looking for 30 people in Africa that were doing the best. A whole lot of people probably applied, some other people were recommended, but then Forbes recognized myself and my business partner and our business to say, look, there are these 2 people, 30 people in Africa. We have how many countries? 52 or 54.
Yeah.
You're looking for 30 people. And I was part of those in the technology space with my business partner. So that became a milestone for us to say, look, coming out of nothing to build a business to be recognized by Forbes is a big thing. So that is why if there's anyone that you speak to and they know that, or even inform them that we've been recognized by Forbes, they take us serious. And that was a milestone for us. We were like, okay, cool. It was a tap on the back to say, look, guys, we worked hard. It was not just myself and my business partner that worked hard. We have a team, right? Employees. Right now we have probably 16 employees that works for us.
That's great. That's great.
So we're like, okay, cool. Based on our staff and based on our efforts and everything, we're like, okay, cool, we're great. And we're grateful and we're happy for the milestone and the achievements that we have.
Yeah, that's amazing, bro. That's really amazing. Yo, with that being mentioned, where do you get your inspiration?
Yo, we read books, bro. Like, I have a pile of books. I'm just not at my house. We have a pile of books. Right, and even on my phone, I've got a pile of books. And it comes down from what you want to achieve as a person.
For sure.
Right. Back from where I come from, there's lack of inspiration because people that makes it, they leave.
Oh yeah.
Right.
Yeah.
So you get your Mark Zuckerberg, you get a whole lot of other people that you can look up to say, you want to have the success that you want, but then you also read as much books that you can. I'm thinking of books like what is that book? I forget the name of the book.
Yeah, you let me know.
And then we have a lot of books that we get, and then we have mentors. I have a mentor. So I have a mentor that is based in Cape Town, and then we have a shareholder that is sitting in the US, right?
Oh yeah.
Looking at what they do, and look to the one who said, okay, cool. We want to grow our business to be recognized internationally.
For sure. That's
and my best inspirational person that unfortunately passed away is Steve Jobs.
Oh.
He's one of the people. There is on my phone. He has. I don't know if you can see it. But then his thing was stay hungry and be foolish.
Stay hungry and
right. Don't act smart to people and stay foolish.
Oh yes. Okay. Yeah. That's a great line.
Yeah. Stay hungry, stay foolish. Exactly. So I'm always hungry for more success. And I'm always foolish to people that think I'm such a fool.
Yeah, that's dope. For such a humble guy, what's your day-to-day life like?
I wake up now that I'm home. Wake up because of the lockdown. About right around 6:30 or so. And then between 7 and 8, I read a book for an hour.
Yeah.
Right. After I read a book for an hour, I have coffee, and I go LinkedIn for an hour before 9.
Okay.
The day after, I start work at 9. On a Monday, Wednesday, and Friday, I have meetings with my team for like 30 minutes.
Okay.
Right? We catch up on what project we're working on, if there's anyone that is struggling with something, then from then we execute on that, we assist them if anyone is struggling. Right? Then thereafter, it depends if I have meetings with other people like yourself or anyone else. And say, okay, cool, then I have meetings for that particular period. I like having my meetings in the morning because in the afternoon, or sometimes in the afternoon, if I have to do something that is requiring my soberness to be strictly thinking about what we do and pay attention.
Yeah.
Right, I execute on that and I send it to my team. Right. I prepare stuff, I send it to my team, they assist me on what they need to assist me, then from then I push business development.
That's what's up.
But then when I'm in Joburg or when I'm in Cape Town, I spend most of the time on the road or in meetings. Or in a coffee shop, doing some work.
Yeah, you should let me know when you're in Joburg so that we can have a meeting as well.
That's it. But that is going to be like next year because my
you did mention
and she's going to give birth now in November. So I'm not going to go in Joburg anytime soon.
Yeah, congrats in advance.
Yeah, I'm going to be dead.
So it's gonna be your first?
Yeah, it's gonna be my first book.
Oh yeah, that's good. Is it a he or a she? Do you know?
It's gonna be a girl. Be a girl.
I have a girl myself. She's a 3-year-old turning 4 next month.
Girls are responsible. Guys want to impress girls. They spend recklessly. But women are responsible.
Yeah, for sure. So when it comes to cars, do you prefer a sedan or a hatchback?
I prefer a coupe.
Oh, okay. I see.
Okay. I love a Mercedes. It's either going to be a C200 or a C63 or an E200 or whatever the case might be. As long as it is a coupe.
All right. That's what's up. So, do you exercise?
I do when I'm not at home. At home is difficult to decide because there are a lot of stuff that needs to be done.
Yeah.
So it is that needs to be done at home themselves alone and exercise. But then I love to exercise because it brings a little bit of freshness into your mind. You relax, and then you get a little bit of healthy. Then there's certain things that you really can't take because of you're healthy and stuff.
Yeah, for sure.
But I really love that because it makes it to be free, man.
Yeah, that's exercise. So since do you still have the same friends you used to have before you started Sky Innovations?
For me, if somebody's gonna be there for me, I'm gonna be there for them.
Yeah.
Right. But then I still connect with the people that we still used to connect.
Okay.
Some of them they are somewhere in their lives, right? And they are in the fields in agriculture. Some of them that I'm interested in because I want to buy a farm, not so in a short period of time.
Yeah,
right?
that's great. So that's a great investment.
So I still connect with them. But then as I met new friends back at home in Joburg, everywhere I go.
Yeah, definitely, because you travel.
Yeah.
So how did COVID-19 affect you guys?
At first, it was difficult. So when we do business development, right, when it comes to sales, in South Africa, no one is going to spend 150,000 rand with you unless they meet up with you in person.
Oh,
right?
Yeah, for sure.
Or even if 1,000 rand or whatever the case might be, right? So previously, we used to meet up with people in person or in an event. Then we set up another meeting. Then from then, that's when we're going to meet, potentially to do our work, right? But then COVID-19 came in. You can't meet up with anyone in person.
Yeah.
Now I have to trust you that, now I have to trust you that I'm going to spend whatever amount with you, hoping and trusting that you're going to deliver the work.
Sure.
It's difficult.
Yeah, it was difficult. Yeah.
So initially that was the challenge for March, April, and June came by. People realized that digital transformation is the big thing, or is the next thing.
Yeah.
We need to be efficient on our internal business processes as well as our customer service. And then we're in a technology space, then people realize, okay, we need to adopt tech.
Yeah, for sure. Yeah, so it was...
From June, we started to be in a better space.
Pick up, yeah.
But for the first 3 months, from March to June, it was tough.
COVID.
Yeah, it was tough.
So tell me, on a scale of 1 to 10, where 10 is great and 1 is not so great, how important is a vacation to you?
I hardly take that.
You hardly take it.
Yeah, a vacation is important to my woman. So whenever she wants to take a break or whatever the case might be, but then she was living in Cape Town, I was living in Joburg.
Okay.
Right. So I'll go to Cape Town. I'll make sure that I arrive maybe either on Friday to meet up with the team. Then the whole weekend we're together. Then I use that as a vacation. Then on Monday he's back to work again in Cape Town until I come back to Joburg. Or else she comes to Joburg. But we made sure that every month I have to go to Cape Town and she has to come to Joburg if she needs to be.
Yeah.
The vacation is important because you relax, you come back, you're fresh, you have innovative ideas, you can explore different things because you're in a good space where you don't think about work. Because when you're always thinking about work, you can't think or see things that are at your fingertips that you can explore.
For sure.
Right? Because you burn out.
Yeah, so it is important.
Yeah, so I'd say
so we can give it a...
For me, it's like I'll give it a 10, but not often.
So let's just give it. So let's give it a 7.
I'll give it a 10, but I would say that it's important to take a vacation once every quarter.
Yeah, ne? Yeah, for sure. Yeah. Let's put it that way. Yeah.
One. Yeah.
So if you don't mind me asking, what are your habits?
Reading, chilling,
Yeah.
drinking, working,
Only the important ones, eh?
and from time to time, take my woman out.
Yeah.
I love taking my woman out. Just after this call, I'm gonna take my woman out.
Yes.
Just to have lunch.
You know?
But yeah, I enjoy. And then I'm gonna have new habits when I have my baby. So, but yeah, reading is one of the important stuff.
Yeah.
And then, because I believe in connecting with people.
Yeah, for sure.
Right. If I connect to as much people as I can, I stand a better chance. It's either to succeed or even when I pass away in this world, and I've been good to people. People are gonna look after either not look after my woman per se or look after my kids, but they're gonna say your dad was a good guy.
Yeah.
Therefore, we wanna assist you.
So before I let you go, what advice would you give someone who wants to start something, especially for someone who doesn't have like capital? What advice would you give them in order for them not to give up and keep pushing?
So one thing for me is be consistent on what you do. Don't start one business to sell eggs, another business to be in farming, to another business to be in tech. Don't do a whole lot of stuff at the same time. Right? Focus on one thing, explore it until you realize that, you know, I've tried all the potential avenues that I have, and then this still doesn't work.
Yeah.
So I'll say stick to one, explore them.
And
the second thing I'll say, read. Yeah. The second thing I'll say, read as much as you can. Anything and everything that you can potentially get, read. Because reading is important. Right? And get an advisor or a mentor.
Yeah.
Say, hey, look, dude, I see you're somewhere ahead of me. This is what I'm trying to do. Can you please advise? Don't say, I want you to be my mentor. People don't like that.
Yeah.
People don't like that.
Just ask for advice.
Exactly. So advise me on this. And then the frequent people see you, they're gonna like, okay, you know what, this guy is ambitious, this guy is hungry, and this guy wants to pursue this thing, you know. Therefore, people don't assist you. So if you don't have capital to start a business, don't go around ask for money. In South Africa, it's difficult to get money for a startup capital.
Yeah, for sure.
Extremely difficult. Even if you need 100,000 rand to start up something, it's extremely difficult, right? Start somewhere. Even if you can generate revenue for 500 bucks or 2,000 rand a month, start somewhere. When someone realizes that, okay, you know what, this person spent 500 bucks to earn 2.5, right? People want to assist you there.
Yeah, for sure. Yeah.
So I'd say start somewhere, be compliant, start a business unit, go register to CIPC if you're in South Africa, get a SARS, register at SARS, register at CSD, register everywhere you need to register, but be compliant. Open a bank account, separate your business. Business and personal is separate.
Yeah.
I earn a salary from my business. As much as I can use my business card to purchase stuff, but then I earn a salary from my business. Don't mix business and personal expenses.
Yeah, for sure. For sure. That was great.
That. But then go out there and then I would say think big. Right? Think big. Don't see yourself from where you are thinking that you want to start a business that's going to operate only from where you are. Explore. My mentor explored. My mentor stretched my thinking and said, dude, you're running a business in Cape Town. Why don't you run a business in Joburg? I said, dude, I don't afford to go to Joburg. But he said, look, start looking for clients in Joburg. Right? The next thing I was doing Joburg every month, sometimes every second week. Right? Then he was like, okay, cool. Now you're doing Joburg, doing business in Joburg. Why don't you do business in the US? I was like, now you're stretching. Like, I don't
Yeah.
understand how I'm getting to the US.
Oh my
right?
God, from Joburg to US.
You see, it was impossible. Seriously, from where I was sitting, it was impossible.
It looked impossible.
But I've done the US, exactly. But I've done the US, I've done China, I've done
You know?
Dubai, done Namibia, you know, and I'm still thinking big. I still want to go places. So I'd say think big. Don't limit yourself from the places that you are exposed to. If you can expose yourself to a whole lot of places, by all means do that. And the next thing, use LinkedIn. It's a powerful tool.
It is.
Connect with people. Use LinkedIn. Connect to people as much as you can potentially can. Add value. Don't try to say, okay, cool. What are you gonna do for me?
Yeah.
I should be looking at what they do for you. Right? There's another book called Give and Take.
Yes. Yes.
Right? A book, Give and Take. It teaches you about, before you can ask anything, always offer to give either an article, even an article recommendation or a book recommendation, or commenting about your experience or your expertise or anything. Always give.
True.
I had a friend of mine from Republic. His name is Jan from Czech Republic, and then he moved to China. We met him in China in 2014, right? In China, he spent about 6 years just giving.
Yeah.
So the guy, at this point, he has meetings or sessions like this with Gary Vee, with a whole lot of people, with the best investors in China or in Asia. People, they come from the US or the UK, wanting to explore Shenzhen in China, but then they come to him. He spends so much time connecting people, and even if I can text him now, from the level where it might take maybe a day or a couple of days, but he's gonna respond to me. If I want something, he's gonna connect with me. He's gonna connect me with somebody that's gonna help me.
Ah, that's great. That's a proper connect.
So
it all takes patience, you know,
yeah.
and a lot of pushing.
Exactly.
I mean, it was great having you, King. Like, I won't stop if I don't just cut it now. You won't get to take your woman out because I'm getting more inspired by everything you tell me.
Yeah, but let's be connected. When I'm in Joburg, I'm gonna let you know, but it's gonna be next year, probably Feb or March.
Yeah. All right.
Yeah.
All right. Thanks, Chief. Thank you very much for chilling with me and having this proper inspirational conversation. Hope you have a great day. Hope you have a great day, and then we'll meet in 2021 physically.
No pressure.
Yeah, thanks, Chief. Thank you very much. Enjoy the rest of your day, man. Take care.
Good thing.
Oh, yeah.